Welcome to Bethany's Refuge Ministries. This is episode 11, and today what we have in store for you is a Bible quiz that me and Ray take together, and you guys will see how well we do on that. And the next is an interview with Brianne Parrish. That's about it. We'll have a small lesson from me, but really that's going to be talked more through in the Zoom session that we have after this, so stay tuned for that. The link is in the description for that, so please join. We'd love to see you guys. Now, onto the video.
Ray, I was in the middle of cleaning my room and sorting out all my video games. Why have you stopped me during this time? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Why haven't I stopped you? That's not my job.
No. Why have you stopped me during this time?
For what?
Why did you stop me? This is the intro. You're saying what we're doing.
Oh, why have I stopped you?
Yes.
Oh, this is okay. We're recording already.
Yeah.
To apparently take a Bible quiz.
Oh. Yeah.
Disclaimer alert. This has no weight on who we are as leaders. God has equipped us and to love you guys, and we've done that.
Amen. We can decide what we want to be quizzed on. There's this selection right here, which is some favorites. Old Testament. Sorry, there's also fireworks going off in the background that happen to sound exactly like a screaming child. I'm thinking Old Testament or New Testament. One of those.
Let's go new.
New Testament?
Half of it's the same.
Okay. No time limit. No time limit. Okay. How many books are in the New Testament? We're not looking up anything, okay? This is just...
We're not looking up anything.
No.
27.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. What is the common name given to the first 4 books of the New Testament? The synopsis?
What? The Gospels.
Yeah. Okay. See, we got this. This is simple. Easy. Which of the following are not one of the first 4 books of the New Testament?
Your favorite.
Oh, why would they do that to James?
Who wrote most of the books in the New Testament?
I think we got this one.
Yeah.
It was me.
Polly boy.
Pauline letters, the Pauline epistles.
These are not books in the New Testament.
Which of these?
Of these. I know 3 Peter doesn't exist. That's it. There's a grammatical error on the internet. I can never trust it again. Who wrote the Acts of the Apostles?
Luke? Why didn't I know that? I thought some of it was written by different people. How do you know it's Luke?
Well, it's assumed to be based on the writing styles.
Okay.
And yeah, you kind of also mentioned it. All right.
Oh.
Which of these women is mentioned in the New Testament?
Martha?
God, I believe it is.
You mean like Superman's mom? Okay. Which of these books comes first in the New Testament relative to the others?
Romans.
Yeah, Romans. Which of these books comes last in the New Testament? Galatians, Colossians, the Acts? Maybe it's the last book ever. Which of the following correctly describes the first 4 books of the New Testament?
I would say letter C.
You read all of them already? Jeez. We feel good on this? Are we going to check our answers?
Absolutely. I don't even want to check them. Just go. Just do it. Feel the Band-Aid.
We got 100%.
Yes.
Wow. Want to learn more about the Bible? Sign up. Free Bible study. No, we're going back to the quiz. I think we can get one more quiz in. Videos of Jesus? They have recordings of him? Since when?
Let's do parables.
Yeah.
Keep it focused on Big J.
Yeah.
JJ.
Okay. Which of these parables did Jesus teach? The wild lion. Oh gosh. The hurt sparrow.
The mighty bear.
Lost sheep. Or the mighty bear. Which of these parables? Wow, this is literally all. Which of these did Jesus teach? Okay, the prodigal son, obviously. Which of these did Jesus teach? The 10 virgins? Yes. 40 housewives. Which of these parables did Jesus teach?
light of the world, I don't feel like the phrasing of the first two or the last one is accurate.
Yeah. Mustard seed, yes.
The tree and the grass is making the bird, the sky and the earth, the sheep and the goats.
Sheep and the goats. The lost coin, the lost shoe, the lost box, the lost urn. Oh, gosh.
The lost coin.
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate how unsure I feel.
I know. The 10 talents.
Yes. The rotten berry. No, that's obviously that one. Oh, shoot. The foolish gladiator. The wise Ninevite. The thoughtful wine bibber. Or the good Samaritan. Okay, last one. The pearl of great price. The smooth stone. The spotless diamond, or the solid jewel?
Soiled jewel.
Soiled jewel.
The pearl, right?
The pearl?
I think it's the pearl.
What do you remember of a pearl?
I remember the pearl. Is it like the pearl being buried or something?
Hey,
I'm going to say it's pearl.
I'm going to phone a friend. Bobby, can you come in for a second? Okay. Which of these parables did Jesus teach? The pearl of great price, the smooth stone, the spotless diamond, or the soiled jewel?
Read that again?
The pearl of great price.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. The first part.
Thank you. What is it about? Can you tell us?
Pearl of great price?
Yeah.
Yeah, a man sees a pearl in the window and sees how great a value it is, so he goes home and sells everything he has and buys the pearl.
Huh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I was wrong about what story it was, but well,
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
You know what? I'm going to teach on it. So this is going full circle.
On Pearl of Great Price?
Yeah. So stay tuned after the interview for that if you want to hear more about that. God, I've never heard of that.
Wait, you said you're teaching on the Pearl and you've never heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to go then after this and like look it up and do a lesson on it?
Yes.
Okay.
That
doesn't make sense.
No, I need to
Learn something.
Yeah. I'm learning something new. We're all learning
Check.
something new.
Check it
Okay.
out.
Check our answers. Yes. Dude, we know the Bible, I guess. We didn't even need my brother because that's the one we were guessing. Well, thanks for joining us. We're going into an interview with Brianne Parrish. That's about it. I don't know. Did you want to say any last words?
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Good evening, everybody. It's so good to have you. Tonight's Socially Distant interview, we have a good friend of Bethany, Brianne Parrish. Brianne, besides your name, would you mind introducing yourself and your relationship to Bethany?
Yep, I'm Brianne. I grew up at Bethany. Yeah, most of my family is there. You might know Alyssa, Paris.
Wow. 3 generations.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you've been in the sanctuary on a Sunday and seen little kids running around after service, it's likely that Brianne is the aunt of a couple of them. Yeah.
True. Yeah. At least 3.
Besides, your relationship to Bethany, would you mind explaining a little bit of what you do and maybe how has it changed since COVID?
So I work for Crew, which is a campus ministry, and we have ministries around the world. I used to be overseas, and now I'm here stateside. So ministry obviously is very relational, a lot of face-to-face, and so with COVID, it has changed a lot. Kind of more outreaches on campuses obviously aren't able to happen, but things kind of have shifted into Zoom calls. So things like discipleship are now virtual. Bible studies and still like large group meetings with like 50 students is still happening with people. There's like a speaker. Things are still happening, but definitely look very different and a lot of adjusting. Even just like relationally, having to like spend your energy trying to connect virtually is very different.
Any specific challenges with that?
Right now, I am still in process of raising financial support since we're a nonprofit. And so, I mean, things have shifted a little bit now, but in the beginning, it was like definitely felt weird to do that because, you know, people being laid off and even financial stability is all over the place. And so, yeah, that was something that even for me, support-wise, I wasn't sure what would happen. But yeah, Lord is faithful to continue to provide. But yeah, that's probably been a barrier of just understanding that everyone.
Have you had any successes, anything encouraging happen through this process that you'd like to share with those who are watching?
Things that are encouraging. I think it's been encouraging even, I actually gained support. So I gained more financial partners than lost in this season, which I think is just a testimony to God continuing to provide for other people and grow their hearts in generosity. So that was really encouraging. It just wasn't something I expected to lose. I've been working out regularly, which has been really fun, which I haven't done since high school. So that's awesome.
High school? What's high school? No. Lastly, do you have any encouragement for the youth who are watching?
I think I've been reading the book of Jude a lot in this season and doing a study on it. So something that I think I've just been marinating in and thinking about is in Jude 3:1-3, it says, "Beloved, although I was very eager to write to you about our common salvation, I found it necessary to write, appealing to you to contend for the faith that was once for all delivered to the saints." And in this study, it talks about what contend means. It says it comes from the root English term agonize, meaning properly to struggle, engaged in an intense athletic contest or warfare. And I think that just helped me in this season to shift of am I contending for my relationship with Jesus? And is it to the point of where it's agonizing? And it's hard to choose to even just to open my Bible and to sit down and have a moment that's this space is dedicated. I'm turning off my phone. I'm doing what I need to do to be present and still. Because most of the time, or at least for me, I think in the stay at home, it's felt like you all have more time, and so you can kind of do those things whenever, but then they just never happen. Whereas when you're busy, sometimes it's I have to schedule this in. So it happens more. So at the beginning, that was a huge part of what do I do with rhythms when there are none, or it's kind of make your own schedule. And so, yeah, I think viewing my faith as am I contending for it and not just passively happening? Is it to the point that it's oh, there was a cost even to spend time with the Lord today? So yeah, I think that's my encouragement is just yeah, contend for your faith and do what you need to do to experience the Lord's presence and to be in truth.
Thank you so much for that, Bree.
Yeah,
we're reminded often of the cost of discipleship, of faith in times like these, when living it out is met with roadblocks. Appreciate you, Brianne, for fans of what you do. We support you and we appreciate you. And want to ask, do you have any last words?
Yeah, this is awesome though. This is funny. I didn't know you guys were doing this. I got to get on YouTube. Do I need to attach my Instagram handle?
Yeah. If you want it, we'll include it. No, too late.
Hopefully the background noise isn't too much right now, but this section is actually going to be pretty short because a lot of what I want to do is have a discussion about what this verse actually means. Really what is trying to be communicated in this parable that Jesus talks about. Reading through Matthew chapter 13, there's a lot that is talked about. Surprisingly, in one instance when talking about the sower, there's another part titled the parable of the sower explained, meaning that Jesus was speaking in parables. He was telling these stories that would help people understand something about themselves or something about the world in a different way. And sometimes there needed to be a little bit more explanation along with that. Although that isn't the case for every single parable that Jesus goes through. One of the parables, literally only being a verse, actually a handful of them being only a verse, come in Matthew chapter 13, verse 44 and 45. The first parable, the parable of the hidden treasure. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and covered up. Then, in his joy, he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. The next parable, parable of the pearl of great value. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls, who, on finding one pearl of great value, went and sold all that he had and purchased it. This is just a small verse by itself, and in contrast with what I've talked about previously when it comes to context having a really big impact on what certain verses can mean, I do want to spend actually some time analyzing just this one verse by itself. And if you guys really want to go into more detail, we can look around of what's being taught in other areas and what implications that might have for what this parable is about. I think it's also just as important to analyze and really dissect what you can pull out from these verses, from these small parables that are literally only almost a sentence long. So stay tuned for the Zoom call, and we'll just dive in just a little bit deeper, and we'll have some discussion. I'd like to hear what you guys think about what this verse means, and I'll share what my opinions are too. Anyways, thank you for joining us for this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the Zoom call after. Link in the description. Yeah, I'll see you soon. I hope you picked that up on the audio. I didn't realize I wasn't recording that.
Yeah.
What's up?
Dude,
I'm taking a quiz right now for church.
Elias,
I'll be out in
hey, it's good to see you.
He's saying hi.
I miss
Billy.
you. Miss you.
Yeah, he's blowing you kisses. I'll be out in like less than 10 minutes. If you go to number 5, you'll see they specifically say
Hold on.
mustard.
Toby, you want to say hi? Here, you want to come and say hi? You want to watch Anna? Okay, I got something a little different than Anna. It's called a Bible quiz. Anna's frozen.
Dude.
Okay. You think that it's light of the world?
I think so.
I can get on board with that. I think this is where the 66% of people come in. Like,
Yeah.
which of these parables did Jesus teach? Okay, watch out! Don't knock that around too much. Okay. Oh,
Mustard
and
seed.
don't.
Oh,
Mustard
jump
seed?
ahead.
No, it's okay. It's
Which
okay.
of these?
Whoa. Okay, all right. That was enough fun for today. It's good seeing you, Toby. Bye-bye.
Bye, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna close the door.